Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. I have finally managed to fix the settings on my camera. I've got no idea what it was set to, but for some reason the exposure was way off. So my last vlog, if it was really overexposed the entire way through, then I'm really sorry for that. I'm hoping I won't have the same issue this time because it's looking a lot better. I mean, things are looking a little bit more true to contrast, true to colour. So in this video I'm going to be focusing a lot on Avery's bedroom transformation because a lot of the stuff for her room has started to arrive. It is also my birthday this weekend. If you watch my last video then you'll know that I'm turning 30. I talked all about my thoughts about turning 30 in my last video, but I will definitely share what I did over the weekend. My actual birthday's on Sunday, but I do have some plans for the weekend. So like I said, a lot of Avery's stuff for her room has now started to arrive. So Avery's wardrobe has arrived. I don't think I'm going to get started on that this week. I'm not going to have time, but hopefully the beginning of next week I can start building that. This here from Amazon is an extra pole to go in the wardrobe to make the most of the vertical space, as obviously Avery's clothes are much shorter than an adult's clothes. Those are offcuts from what will be Avery's bed cover, and I will get to that in just a little bit. So to cover Avery's bed, I actually decided to buy two double valance sheets, like bed skirts, and sew them together. So essentially, literally all I have done is cut them kind of in half, and I'm going to be sewing them together to make like an extra long bed skirt that will drape over her entire bed. The reason I'm covering her bed, if you haven't been following my channel, is because Avery has a specialised bed and it's blue, and we love the bed for all of its features. It keeps Avery on a recline, the sides lower, and as she gets older and bigger and heavier we can raise and lower the bed for kind of lifting her out, or when she's able to kind of, you know, scoot to the side of the bed herself, we can lower it. We love the bed, we don't love the colour, and I say we, this is me, Josh really doesn't care. But because it is blue and it's dark blue and the rest of Avery's room is very light and bright, it really dominates the room, which I absolutely hate. So I thought if I could just cover it, and I'm not necessarily trying to make it look beautiful. I am just trying to neutralise it a little bit so there isn't as much of an eyesore. I don't want to come across as ungrateful because we absolutely love the bed for all of its features, like I said, and for how good it is for Avery. It's just the colour. Sadly, they don't tend to make special needs equipment and adaptive equipment in pretty colours or even neutral colours for the most part. If you can hear background noise, by the way, this is the first time all day Avery's actually let me put her down. She's been really fussy, but after a feed and a nap and a cuddle, she's doing much better. And she has CBeebies on at the moment, so I am quickly going to try and get something done while she's let me put her down, because at 1 o'clock it is now. I don't have my watch on because my Fitbit broke. I don't know what happened to it. I updated it because it was due an update. So I updated it through the app and now it just won't work. So I don't have a watch. I think it's about 12:20. Avery has an appointment at 1 with a special tomato rep for a new seat. Fingers crossed we'll be getting a new seat because we did get rid of the X-Pander. So like I said, I've cut the two bed skirts in half and then I've just pinned them where I want to sew them. I did kind of cut them with a lot of excess just so that I didn't cut too much off, basically. And all I'm going to do now is sew this up. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to sew the actual draping skirt part yet. I think I might sew the kind of main bit and see how this bit falls so I know how to sew it. finished the bed base. Morning guys, by the way, it is the next day. Finished the bed base yesterday, but it was a bit of a rush after that with Avery's special tomato rep appointment and everything. So yeah, it's done, it's on the bed. Here it is. So first of all, mind the state of the bed. I just don't have the motivation to make it at the moment because Avery's actually got new bedding coming. The covers are coming today, and then the actual bedding itself is coming next week. But what do you guys think? I mean, I know it's not perfect. I know it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it just looks so much better than the bright blue bed base. And I mean, this is where I sewed it. You can see it there. But I think all in all, it's a pretty good solution. It covers the blue. I don't think, I was worried that the cream divan base was a bit too yellow because it looked very yellow in the packet, but now that it's on the bed base, the blue kind of neutralizes it. So I'm happy with it. I mean, I wish I could kind of custom make proper covers for it, but I feel like that would take so much more money and time. I think this looks perfectly fine, and it goes much nicer in her room. It doesn't feel as though your eyes are just immediately drawn to a bright blue bed. So happy with that. The next step, I imagine, is going to be to build the wardrobe, which I am probably going to start next week, more than likely. It is downstairs, like I showed you earlier in this vlog. It's ready to go, but I need a good amount of time, and we've just got so much on with it being my birthday this weekend and whatnot. Speaking of which, Josh took me out for dinner last night. It was so lovely. So my mum babysat, and Josh didn't actually tell me where we were going. He actually took me to a place called Hooked, which is a seafood restaurant, and I love seafood, so I was so pleased with that. And the food, oh my goodness, I'll insert some clips now, but the food was so good. We had these crab nachos as part of our kind of starter, because we ordered a few little bits as starters because we wanted to try as much as we could. Those crab nachos were so good, and then I actually had lobster and scallops for my main. I mean, it was quite high-end food. You could definitely tell it was high quality. The only thing I will say, and please tell me if anyone is kind of on the same wavelength as me here, but we both ordered the chocolate dessert, and in my opinion, the higher the quality of chocolate, the worse it kind of tastes, because it's obviously got much more cocoa in it, and I just think it ends up making it taste bitter. I've tried like luxury chocolate before and like proper high quality chocolate, and I don't enjoy it. I'd much rather have a bar of dairy milk. But all in all, the food was really good. It was really nice, and Josh had actually asked them to make the table look a little bit special as well, so they put some little like diamantes scattered on the table, which was really sweet. So it was really lovely, and my mum was perfectly fine with Avery. She said that she thinks Avery knows that she's got us wrapped around her little finger, because she was absolutely fine for my mum. She went to sleep fine. Granted, my mum didn't actually put her in bed because she's been throwing up and stuff. We all felt more comfortable if my mum just let Avery sleep kind of on the sofa with her. Not sleep with her, but sleep next to my mum, so my mum could just keep an eye on her just in case anything happened. But it all went fine. Avery was fine, she slept fine, she didn't give my mum any grief, so maybe it is just us. Maybe it's because she knows that we will always come running to her. But anyway, it was a really nice kickstart to my birthday celebrations. Also, before I forget, because I didn't actually put it in the last vlog because it was so long. If you guys watched all of it, then I salute you, because that was such a long vlog. Earlier this week, we discovered a new way to make Avery laugh. So Josh was chasing me around the dining room table with some dish soap bubbles. That's just the kind of relationship we have, guys. We like to mess around, we like to play and be silly sometimes. But he was chasing me around the table with dish soap bubbles, and all of a sudden we just heard this belly laugh coming from where Avery was. And we do not take Avery's laughter for granted. We don't get it all the time. We can't always guarantee we're going to hear laughter for days on end. So when we find something that does make her laugh, we literally run with it. So, and I say literally because we then proceeded to run around that dining room table for ages afterwards just to keep hearing her laugh. I did get a clip of her laughter, so I'll insert that footage now.
Ready, run! Run! Oh, Zach, I'm sorry.
It is just the sweetest, most adorable sound ever, and I try my hardest whenever she laughs like that to get it on camera, just so that on the bad days I can look back at those videos just to know it is all worth it and Avery is happy. Madam is just having her feed. She has been so moody the last couple of days. I don't know what is going on, but she is barely letting me put her down. And for the most part, if she's in my arms, she's okay. But like now, she just keeps getting annoyed and upset and really stretchy and dystonic. And she's had days like this in the past, so I don't want to immediately jump to, oh, something must be wrong, something's going on. Like, obviously something is wrong, but it could be something completely normal, like teeth, or she's just having a bad couple of days. I did mention in my last video that she has been much more tired recently, but not sleeping very well. So I don't know what's going on. But this morning you would have seen I did some editing. I needed to edit the last vlog that would have gone up. I've still got to get the thumbnail done and actually write my description and whatnot. It's currently uploading. But even that, I had to do that with Avery in my arms because she just would not let me put her down. But yeah, I want to get that done today because I'd really like to have a clear weekend. Plans for the weekend. Tomorrow my mum is having us over for a barbecue, and I think my brother is going to be there as well, which will be really, really nice. The weather's kind of turning, which sucks. This always happens near my birthday. The weather just starts to go dreary. Tomorrow I think it's meant to be about 19 degrees Celsius but windy, which usually makes it feel much colder. So definitely won't be wearing a pretty summer dress tomorrow. And then on Sunday, which is my actual birthday, honestly, I don't think there's any set in stone plans. We need to take Marley home because we have Marley this weekend. So we need to take Marley home on Sunday, which means we may pop in to see my mother and father-in-law. Other than that, I've said to Josh that I might like to have a little look around some home stores like Dunelm and B&M. Shops like that. Call me sad, but that is the kind of thing I enjoy to do. Yeah, other than that, there really isn't any real plans. I had my meal last night, which was lovely. So that is the bulk of my birthday. You okay? And then shortly after my birthday is actually my father-in-law's birthday, so that I think is next weekend. And if you've been here for a while, then you'll know that it was one of my goals for 2023 to bake for all of my close family's birthday. So the next vlog after this one, I will probably be making a cake for my father-in-law's birthday. We've already done a little bit of inquiring as to what kind of cakes he likes. I mean, Josh is terrible. I asked Josh and he says, oh, I'll make a chocolate cake. He likes chocolate. No, Josh likes chocolate. So I've spoken to my mother-in-law to see what he would like. So anyway, that is going to be in the next vlog, more than likely. This vlog, I will definitely, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Look, honestly, when you have a toddler and they're usually happy, on the days that they're not, it's just so emotionally and mentally and physically draining. But anyway, I will obviously let you know how the weekend went and how my birthday went. And at the beginning of next week, I am actually hoping to carry on with Avery's bedroom transformation. So like I said earlier, her wardrobe is here. I just need to build it. I've got her bedding coming. And then a lot of it's just going to kind of be organisation and making it all look nice and pretty. But it was a pretty quick turnaround, I'll say it was. I haven't actually finished it yet, but it should be a pretty quick turnaround on her bedroom, which I'm really happy about. The bed cover didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. Not sure what to focus on next. I think it's just going to be little bits and bobs because I think I spent my budget this month on Avery's bedroom. So yeah, it's probably going to be little bits and bobs. I've got my eye on some new glasses, like drinking glasses, that I would like to buy. Also some new herb jars. Yeah, please tell me that I'm not coming across as like really boring and dull and stupid. Like, please tell me there are some of you out there that love organising and just nice home bits as much as I do, because obviously if that's not entertaining for you guys and you don't actually enjoy it, please do let me know, because I feel like that's all I've kind of droned on for in the last 2 vlogs. But that is just kind of where my mind is now, and I'm really trying to focus on the little things in life that bring me joy, because the last couple of weeks have been hard. If you watched my last vlog, then you would have heard me talk about that, and even then, so the vlog before, you'll know what's gone on the last couple of weeks. It's been hard, so I really feel as though it's important for me to kind of grip onto those little things in life that bring me joy and really focus on them, because they kind of they keep me motivated and ambitious when I just feel like I don't really want to get out of bed. I mean, obviously Avery plays a big part in that, and normally her happy smiley face is enough to keep me going any day, along with the boys and them being happy. But it gets very hard when Avery's not happy, and the last few days she's been exceptionally grumpy, but then even the last week or so she's been very tired and not quite herself. So yeah, we need a bit of extra help, don't we, baby girl? Avery has finally gone off to sleep for a little nap, and her bedding has actually just arrived. So this is the bedding I chose. I got this from Argos, and when I was actually looking online, I kind of passed this one a few times, because from this image here that you see online, it looks quite bright, but actually the colours of the rainbows are actually really muted. You've got kind of like a rust brown, maybe like a burnt orange, and then a muted pink. I love this, and it's in a toddler size, so I've ordered the toddler kind of duvet and pillow for this. I just thought this is going to be better for her bed. Her bed technically is slightly shorter than a normal single anyway, and this should work really, really well, but I absolutely love this. Something else that came the other day, trying to be quiet because I really don't want to wake Avery up. Oh, that's gone really bright. That's better. Yeah, something else that came the other day that I'm really excited to show you guys. These are my new photo books. So I'll take them upstairs to show you so that I don't wake Avery up. Do you know what? The stairs is an okay spot. At least I can hear Avery if she starts to stir. But one of these things on my list that I've been talking about recently, my list of lots of little things that I would like to buy for the house, was photo books. And I really wanted one for each kind of memorable period or moment or day in our lives. So I've got 3 to start with. There are still a lot more that I want to get, but I've got our wedding day. So this is from obviously mine and Josh's wedding day. I've got one for our trip to Orlando, and then I have one for Avery's baby pictures as well. And I shopped around a little bit for these. I was really kind of particular about what I wanted. I really wanted portrait, and I wanted a matte cover. I didn't want the high gloss cover, and I also wanted them all to match, and I wanted to be able to have the same kind of writing on the spine, so that if I am going to have them kind of on a bookcase or between kind of bookends, it would all look really nice and cohesive. But I still wanted them to be like nice from the top, because then they can also act as coffee table books if I wanted them to. But I've got the 3 for now. I do want to do one for Zach and Eli's baby pictures as well. So one for Zach, one for Eli, the same as I've kind of done for Avery. All their photos though are on like memory cards that I need to dish out. Dish out? Is that the right word? I feel like that didn't sound right. Fish out? I need to fish out. That sounds a little bit better. But yeah, I want to do one for their baby pictures. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one for Disneyland Paris. I might. I'm not 100% yet. But then over the years, I might maybe do like a photo book by year or something and just keep adding to the collection. I think that would be really nice. But it's just a book full of all of our favourite pictures, favourite memories, and I just think these are going to be so lovely to keep and look through. And I always loved it when I used to go to like my nan's house or something, or even my mum's house now, and they'd have photo albums and you just look through all the old photos, and I just thought this seems to be like the modern day equivalent. So I mean, I know there's always phones and stuff, but I don't think there's anything quite like flicking through a photo album. So I'm really excited to have these, and like I said, I kind of want to build on them. There's a few I want to get now, like not right now, but there's a few that I can make like now, and then there's some that I would just like to kind of make up as life goes on. And yeah, over time I should have a nice collection of these. So these ones I ordered on Photobox. Like I said, I was looking for kind of particular aspects and features for the books, and I kind of found everything within Photobox, and I actually got these on sale. I think they were like, I want to say like half price, maybe a bit more. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, photo books are pricey. You know that if you bought any, they are quite pricey. But I think I'm going to kind of collate ones for Zach and Eli's baby pictures and then wait for the next sale and order those. And yeah, I think from now on it's either going to be kind of memorable days or trips, things like that, or I might, say for example, do one for 2023 at the end of the year, and then maybe do one at the end of every year. And yeah, over time I'll have a nice big collection. But I am so pleased with these. So the plan for the rest of the day, like I said, Avery's gone for a little sleep now. I'm hoping it's a bit of a longer one because she needs it. But if I'm going from the way things were yesterday, she was really grumpy up until she had a feed and a nap. So she's had the feed, she's having the nap, so I'm hoping she might wake up in a little bit of a better mood. I need to get stuff ready for going to pick Marley up this evening, so just make sure Avery's meds are ready, the car seats are in the car and whatnot before Josh gets home from work, and then we will be heading up that way. And then it's birthday celebrations. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to vlog over the weekend. I'm not putting my pressure on myself to. If I get any kind of footage, I will insert it as kind of like a montage, I suppose. But I will 100% catch up with you on Monday and let you know how it all went and whatnot. And I feel like I've said and whatnot a few times in this clip already, and it's starting to bug me. But anyway, it'll feel like 2 seconds for you guys, so I will speak to you soon. I'm officially 30! Morning guys. I've had a lovely birthday weekend. I tried to take a few clips. I'm hoping the little montage turned out okay and it wasn't too boring or short. So Saturday, I mentioned that my mum was planning a barbecue, and so we went to that about 2:30 in the afternoon. Just spent the morning kind of getting things ready and cleaning the house and whatnot. And my mum had made such an effort with the decorations and everything to try and make it special for me. So there was massive 30 balloons at the front door, and a lovely picture, which I will get to in just a minute. And then she had hung like pictures from my childhood all up the banister, and then outside where they've got their gazebo, they had pegged 30 of my childhood photos up, which was incredibly adorable and horrifying at the same time. Sorry about the background noise, by the way. That is Zach as usual. So yeah, sweet but horrifying. Some of my baby pictures slash childhood pictures, one in particular, I feel like will haunt me for the rest of my life. The one in question was the one on the front door also. It was my year 10 school photo, and this particular day, I can still remember it. I wasn't aware there was a school photo being taken, so my hair was unwashed. I had it in a ponytail, which I had like taken out in a rush thinking it might make my hair look better. It didn't. And I was going through that kind of spotty adolescent phase, so it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. It's an awful photo, and of course that one was the main one that was plastered everywhere. My brother also posted that photo on Facebook yesterday, which, just so nice of him. But it was really, really sweet, the effort that my mum had gone to, and apparently my two best friends had gone round the night before to help my mum out as well. Apparently it was my dad's idea to do the 30 photos, which I thought was a really good idea. But anyway, we got there, and my brother and his wife and their children were there, which I was expecting. I knew they were going to be going, but kind of as the kind of day was going on, Josh's brother and his partner turned up, which was a really nice surprise, and also one of my best friends and her little girl turned up. So that was really, really sweet that, you know, more people came than what I was expecting. My mum said that it was the plan to have more people there, but a lot of people kind of had plans, which is fair enough. But it was a really, really nice surprise for more people to be there than what I was expecting, especially Josh's brother, because he actually lives quite far. So it was really, really nice, really sweet that people made the effort to come. So we just chatted, we had a really nice time. The weather was lovely, but it was very windy. And then we all went inside because my mum wanted me to open the presents, which I felt like a 4-year-old, I'm not gonna lie. And as we were sat down, my brother and sister-in-law bring in this cake, this beautiful cake. And when I first saw it, I thought that my mum had had it made. Turns out my sister-in-law had actually gone to the effort to make the cake, and it was amazing. She said that she was really nervous when she was given the task, because I normally bake the cakes for everyone's family, and she doesn't tend to bake birthday cakes as such. So she said she was really nervous and she wanted to make it look really good, but I was so impressed with it. I honestly thought it was professionally made. It was this big pink thing with lots of pink gin and a big kind of happy 30th birthday crissie on it, and it had like a cup with jelly and a strawberry and an umbrella in it. It looked really, really good. I was so impressed with it, and it tasted nice as well. It went down a hit. As a matter of fact, I think it all went. Marley asked where the leftover cake was at one point, and I told him where it was, thinking he was going to take a slice, and he took the whole thing, literally the whole wedge of leftover cake. But yeah, it was really, really lovely. Everyone sang happy birthday twice. I don't know what it is about kind of being an adult and having the whole happy birthday sung to you. It's a little bit awkward, but it was a really, really lovely afternoon. And then afterwards, we actually went to my mum and dad's local pub because they had a quiz night, and I love a quiz. So we went and did the quiz. We didn't win, which was fine. Everyone sang happy birthday to me again in the pub, and my mum's friend who was there, he actually bought me a shot, which I didn't drink because I had Avery and the kids, and I don't really drink, guys, to be honest. I have maybe 1 or 2 on a special occasion, but shots are very rare for me these days. But anyway, I didn't drink it, but I did appreciate it. And apparently he bought it for me because he thought it was my 18th birthday, which was really nice. My mum explained to him that actually, no, I'm 30, but yeah, it was a really lovely evening. We did the quiz, and then me and Josh and the kids went home. We left my mum and brother and sister-in-law at the pub, and we came home, sorted stuff out, and then crashed. We were so tired. On my birthday in the morning on Sunday, Josh was going to give me a lie-in, and he had intended to. He'd gotten up with Avery, but then I had Marley run up to me and wake me up to say, my dad needs you. And turns out Avery was really struggling to clear some vomit. By the time I'd ran downstairs, she had been sick everywhere. So I then kind of scooped Avery up. Luckily she was clean. The vomit had gone all over Josh, the floor and the sofa. So I scooped Avery up and took her upstairs and just laid her in bed with me and played with her for a bit while Josh cleaned up. And then Josh and the boys came up with gifts and cards, which was really, really lovely. And Josh had actually decorated the downstairs as well with all of our banners, but oh, bless him. There's a birthday banner. You've probably seen it in maybe the vlog where it was Avery's birthday. It's kind of like a happy birthday bunting style banner. And Josh had put it up, but he put the H for happy on the wrong side, so it actually said happy birthday H. Which made me laugh, but he'd gone to a lot of effort. It was really sweet. He said he couldn't find sellotape, so he had to use medical tape, and if that doesn't scream special needs family, I don't know what does. And yeah, that was really, really sweet. And yeah, the boys gave me some presents and some cards, and we just chatted while we were laying in bed for a little bit. And then it was kind of time to crack on for the day, because I really, really wanted to go to B&M and Denelm. I don't know why, I just really fancied looking around those shops. As I've mentioned, I've got a bit of an itch for interior design at the moment, and I just thought that would be a nice way to spend my day, because it makes me happy. So that is exactly what we did. I picked up a few little bits in each of those shops, which I think I'm going to save to show you guys in the next vlog. At the moment, my kind of vlogging schedule, as soon as I've put down the camera and finished one vlog, I tend to pick it up a few hours later and start vlogging the next. I don't know why, I get like this sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I've got so much to say, and then other times I feel like a vlog would be boring and there's no point in filming. But anyway, yeah, we went and had a look around the shops. I bought a few things. It was a really nice way to spend a few hours. And then we went to Josh's mum and dad's because we needed to take Marley home that day, and Josh's mum and dad's is actually on the way, so we stopped in to see them. And they actually had bought a little birthday cake for me as well, so they brought that out and sung happy birthday again. So I've actually had happy birthday sung to me 4 times, which is really, really sweet of everyone. And yeah, we just chatted and spent a nice little afternoon together, and then Josh took Marley back. I tend to stay with Josh's mum and dad when Josh takes Marley home, just because it's less time for Avery in the car. And then we came home, and then Josh ordered us an Indian takeaway, which bonus points, because Indian is my favourite, and I was definitely not expecting anything else from him because I was spoilt rotten. Speaking of spoilt, I thought I'd show you what I got for my birthday. What I am going to do first though, guys, is change the settings on my camera again, because I feel like the overexposure thing is happening again. That's a bit better. Now you might actually be able to see what I'm going to show you. So first things first, Josh bought me a beautiful bouquet of roses. He actually bought me these on Thursday before our date night, but it is technically a birthday gift. Sadly, they are a little bit wilted. I don't think I realised that this was running low on water because I couldn't really see it. I did top it up last night, but they are a little bit wilted, but still so beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? Imagine what they were like when they weren't so wilted. But really, really beautiful. And Josh doesn't wait for occasions like birthdays, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. He doesn't wait for things like that to buy me flowers. He is the kind of person that will just randomly show up with a bunch of flowers every so often. He is really, really sweet like that. My brother and sister-in-law bought me a few little bits. They bought me a box of chocolates, and I love Thorntons. They're probably my second favourite next to the Lindt Lindor chocolates. And then My sister-in-law, knowing how much I love to bake, bought me an Alice in Wonderland spatula, which I appreciate the thought because I love Disney and I love baking, so that was really, really sweet. Josh gets freaked out by the Alice in Wonderland movie. He's got certain films that he just can't watch because they really kind of freak him out. Things like Alice in Wonderland and Fantasia, Dumbo, those sort of films he just can't watch. I don't know why, so I had fun teasing him with this as well. When we were at the quiz night at the pub, they had a little stand that was selling like little bits of costume jewellery, and my niece, bless her, she's only 11, she spent some of her pocket money and bought me an adorable pair of earrings. So I thought, is it gonna focus? There we go. I thought that was really, really sweet of her, and I did wear them. I put them in at the pub, but I took them out on Sunday because my mother and father-in-law, Josh's mum and dad, actually bought me some, some beautiful earrings. These ones right here. I cannot tell if this is focusing. There we go, it is. These ones right here, and they're so gorgeous and so sparkly, and I love them, so that was really, really sweet of them. Alongside that, they also bought me an adorable 30th birthday mug as well, and then like I said, they also bought me a birthday cake, so they made a really lovely effort for my birthday and I really appreciated it. It was really, really sweet of them. They didn't have to go to that much effort. The boys also bought me a 30 mug, which was really, really sweet of them. Josh spoilt me rotten, which I've never quite gotten used to, even though I kind of should have by now, because in the 5 years that we've been together, he has always been the same. He has always spoilt me rotten, not even for things like birthdays. He's always treated me like a princess. He's always spoilt me rotten, and I've never quite gotten used to it because I'm just not used to it. But yeah, he always spoils me rotten, which is really unnecessary but really, really sweet. So he actually has been planning something for quite a while, which I did know about, and it is for my 30th birthday, but it's not happening yet. That's all I'm gonna give you for now, but I will share more a little bit later on. It's not happening yet, so there is a big 30th birthday present that I have. Not happening yet, but I will share more later down the line. So that was my main present. So I wasn't expecting anything on my birthday. I mean, he told me there's nothing else that he'd be able to get me just because of how tapped out he was, which I 100% understood. I said, yes, that's fine. I didn't expect him to take me out for a meal on Thursday, but he did, and he took me to a really nice, probably high-priced restaurant too. And I definitely didn't expect to get anything from him on my birthday. Maybe a card, which he did get me, but then he told me that he had something else small for me for me to open on my birthday, and I said it wasn't necessary, but I was expecting it to be small, as in small, low value, how you'd just assume a small present was. No, he bought me an Apple Watch, which is absolutely insane. So I think it was this vlog actually, I mentioned that my Fitbit that I had a few years ago, I updated it and then it just stopped working, and I did speak to Fitbit and they just gave me a discount to buy a new one, and I didn't really want to go for Fitbit again, partly because of that experience, but my idea was I was just going to go on Amazon and buy kind of a cheaper smartwatch. But Josh bought me an Apple Watch, and I still can't quite believe it. He still amazes me even now. Like I said, he's always been the same like that, but even now he amazes me how much he wants to spoil me. It's so, so sweet, and I'm so happy with it. I am going to buy a protective case for this one because I made that mistake with my last one. It got battered and dinged within a month. So I have ordered a protective case for it, which is coming today. And I absolutely love it. I think this is the Apple Watch 8. I don't know much about Apple Watches, so I don't even know if I've said the model name right, but this is the 41mm, am I right? Apple Watch 8. Either way, I love it. I've been enjoying the features. It has an ECG feature, which is really, really cool. And I mentioned a while ago that I get these funny turns, and Josh actually said to me, the next time you have one of those, you can do an ECG and see what's going on with your heart when you do it. So I thought that was a good idea. This also has the feature where if I were to have an accident, and if I were to fall or be in an accident, if my watch detects that and then detects that I'm not moving, it will alert emergency services. And I'm not sure if it alerts your emergency contact or not, but it will alert the emergency services, which Josh thought was a really good feature, because obviously I'm at home with Avery a lot of the time, and Avery needs round the clock care. So if I was to have an accident, fall, and I was unconscious, no one would find me really. No one would think anything of it until Josh finished work and came home, which could be hours later. So Josh thought that was a really good feature to have. And then obviously it's got all the features like being able to send texts and make phone calls. I'm still kind of learning all the features, but it's really, really cool. And as you guys know, I'm an Apple girl true and true. I've got my iPad, I've got my iMac, I've got my iPhone. So really, really pleased with that. One of my best friends made a beautiful framed print, and she'd actually made it herself. It was pictures of me and my two friends, my two closest friends from secondary school, and she'd made pictures into like a heart and little quotes, and it was just really, really, really sweet. And it kind of occurred to us as we're all turning 30 that we've now been in each other's lives for half of our lives. So that is insane. My dad's mum and dad, my grandparents, sent me some money, which is always appreciated. My brother-in-law and his partner that came to my barbecue, they put a little bit of money in my card as well, which was again so unnecessary but so sweet, and I really, really appreciated it. And then my mum and dad, they bought me this gorgeous nomination charm with 30 in little gems. Once again, I am not too sure how well that is focusing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is focusing. So they bought me that, and they did get me the Birkenstocks, which obviously I was over the moon with, and I tried them on. But as I was walking around in them, I realised, even though I had both shoes on like the tightest notches, the tightest setting, one of them had quite a noticeable gap when I was walking. So I felt it when I was walking, and we kind of inspected them, and all we could figure out is that maybe one of the buckles was maybe slightly angled differently. But either way, sadly I had to leave them behind with my mum. She's contacted Birkenstock and she's going to see if we can get them exchanged maybe. I mean, if not, I will still wear them 100%, but considering they cost my mum a lot of money, we just thought they needed to be right. So kind of bummed that I wasn't wearing them when I was walking around Townham yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, but they did cost my mum a fair bit of money, so I wanted them to be right. But they did get me the Birkenstocks, which I'm really happy with, and now I want them in black as well because I loved them so much. So all in all, I have been a very spoilt girl. I am very, very lucky and feeling just really, really grateful. It's been a really lovely few days, and now it is time to enjoy my 30s. So I think I'm going to close this vlog off here. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit subscribe to follow along on my now 30-year-old journey. In the next vlog, I am going to be continuing with Avery's bedroom transformation. A few more bits have arrived, so I'm really excited to crack on with that. This morning I actually have Zach's sports day, so that is where I am about to go. Quick update on Avery as well, just because I know a lot of you guys will be interested. She's doing much better. She has finally finished her course of antibiotics. She was grumpy for a few days. We're not sure what it was. We're not sure if maybe the antibiotics were giving her a tummy ache, but she's off the antibiotics now. She finished her doses yesterday, so she's on the mend. She's doing much better. She's not coughing as much anymore, which is amazing. I have no idea why she was sick yesterday, because she hadn't been sick in a while, but she is on the mend. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye guys.